All right, this is the final table for a 25,000 chip entry tournament. The first 9 players got knocked out, and so we're at the final table. I've got a 5-7 offsuit. I'm going to fold here. First place in this tournament is 153,000, 114,000 for second, 76,000 for third, and 38,000 for fourth. Unlike the tournament that I put on the internet previously, there's no bounties in this tournament. And if you get knocked out before fourth place, you finish with no money. So the goal of everybody here is to get in fourth place, be in the top 4 finishers to get in the money. And right now I'm in 6th place. I hope to win a couple hands here and get up into the top 4. I'm gonna fold because I just don't really see any future in this. I could be up against a pair of aces now, 3 aces, and I would have needed a runner to get a straight. Well, what do you know? Right now I have a 6-7 suited. Um, I'm in right before the button. I'm going to call this and hope nobody raises. 6-7 is what they call a suited connectors, and I have a chance to get a straight or a flush, and obviously an ace jack 10 of hearts doesn't help me, so I'm going to fold right away. I'm guessing that someone's going to win this. Whoever wins this is going to have a flush or a straight. We'll see. Maybe we won't see. Now I have a 3-8 suited. I'm going to fold this. I'm in 7th place now, and I can't really afford to lose any chips. So I'm looking for good cards in order to call. I've explained about the blind level. This current blind is the big blind pays 100, the small blind pays 50. And this is the blind clock up here in 41 seconds, 40:39. The blinds are going to go up. And there's no way that I'm going to get the big blind before this time is up. So I can kind of take my time. I watch the clock, especially when I'm low on chips, and I'll fold rather than even think about or take any time in deciding whether I'm going to fold or not. And I like to keep the game going along as fast as possible. That's one thing about these Poker Stars tournaments. They do go pretty quickly. Nobody, sits and thinks about their hand for 2 minutes because you'll get shut down. I don't know exactly what the time is, but it's a matter of seconds. Well, actually, once they'll alert you, they'll give you 14 seconds after a warning, and they only give you. I'm thinking maybe 10 seconds before you get the warning. I have a 6-4 offsuit. There's 4 minutes left in this blind, so time isn't a factor. But you can see that the blind has gone up to 15 or 150 and 75, and that's what I'm going to have to pay when the when I pay the big blind. I have a 5-7 offsuit. I'm going to take my time a little bit and fold. People aren't happy with slow players here. As a matter of fact, you have throwables. I can throw any one of these four items at a player for if I feel like it. I don't ordinarily use a throwable except for slow players. Somebody's going to get knocked out in this hand. I can feel it. Well, no, nobody got knocked out. The guy with the smallest stack won the hand. I'm going to fold here. I have a 6-3 and I'm in first position. There's just no way I would call that in this position. And with 9 players at the table. Okay. Somebody's going. I'm going to make a note on this guy. He went all in with queen, queen. A lot of times I'll make notes of what players go all in on so that if they go all in on me, I can have an idea of what they went all in with. Some people will go all in with just nothing, and they're bluffers. Now I've got a 7-9 offsuit. I'm not going to call a raise here. I'm going to wait for better cards, and I didn't want to spend the extra chips to see a flop. And the same here. Ordinarily, or well, quite often, I'll call in the small blind if I have decent cards, but I won't call with a Jack 5 when I'm in this position, um, being low on chips. I'm actually in 5th place, so I'm not bad, but um, I need to win a hand, and now that I've played the small blind, I will be on the button, and I don't have to put in the big blind until it comes around to me again. Now I have a Jack 9. I'm on the button. Sometimes I would call with a Jack 9 offsuit. I'm going to fold this time. Once again, I'm looking for better cards, and that's the number one thing I try and impress upon people is to be patient. Um, that every time you put chips in the pot that you don't have to, you're taking a chance. And with a Jack 9 and an Ace King up on the flop, I couldn't call anything. And here the 2-pair King Queen wins. Now I have a King 2. That's basically the same thing. If there was only 2 or 3 players, I would call with a King 2, but I'm going to fold. Uh, I would have folded even if this guy hadn't raised. But see, Big Bass is down to the point where he's running. He's real low on chips, and he's the lowest man on the table. He's in 8th place. I've got the King 6 offsuit. I'm going to fold. If I was in a better position, I might call. But this dog drop-ins, he's the tournament leader, and when he raises, most of the people will generally drop out unless they've got a monster hand. Again, this is quite a bit different than the knockout tournament that I posted yesterday. That was a lot of fun, and the knockout tournament is a faster, looser game, and at least I take more chances than I do in a tournament like this, um, and especially if I get a stack. I don't have a stack here. I'm going to call with a pair of 4s and hope nobody raises, because if I flop a set of 4s, I probably got a winner. Well, I don't have a. I, I'm gonna fold. I can't. I can't. I can't call. Uh, Simply because if he had a 6-7 or a king, uh, the odds would be really stacked against me. And I was in the first position. I folded a Jack 6 offsuit. I'm looking for better cards. I'm currently in 6th place, and well, I just moved up into 5th place. Now I'm in the big blind with a Jack 10 offsuit. This guy just lost a hand and has raised. I can't call a raise with a Jack 10, so I'm going to fold. And man, oh man, oh man, I wish I was back in, but a Jack 10 is just not a hand that you want to call a big raise with. And now there's a possible flush out there, a possible full house, possible straight. We'll see what these guys have, maybe. Um, Ace, Queen, King. Yeah. Well, I'm really glad I didn't call with my Jack because this guy flopped a full house. And now I have a 6-10 suited. It's going to cost me $100 to call. Uh, I'm down to the point where I will take a chance with this 6-10. And I wish I hadn't. But I'm certainly not going to chase any further. I had a possible flush, and I wouldn't have hit it. So now I'm currently in last place, 7th place, and man, this guy's hot with his jacks. Um, I have a Jack 4 offsuit. I'm not going to call. I need. I need. I'm on the button now, and sometime in this round of this rotation, the next rotation, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to call and hopefully win. Um, I don't want to have to pay the big blind again, um, unless I win. And now I have an Ace Jack. Um, I'm going to. I'm not going to go all in, but I'm going to bet 3 times the pot. I'm going to put about half my chips in there, and this is what I was looking for: was at least cards that I can play. And now I've got the ace, and I'm going to go all in and probably win this hand. Oh boy, that was a pretty loose call. Um, but that's all right. That's all right. He has plenty of chips and he's free with them. So now I have a King 4 suited. I got a great hand last night with this. Um, but being in the position I'm in, I'm going to fold. Um, I won a big hand with the King 4 because of hearts because I flopped a, a flush, and right here I would have a 4 flush. I would be in good shape. But I didn't want to spend the chips. I'm currently in 4th place. There's a king now. My King 4 of hearts looks really good. But one of these guys could have flopped a straight. We'll see. Oh, he took it with a pair of 6s. Man, I'm gonna make a note on him. I'm going to fold my Ace 5 because I want to make this a note on this guy. He bets under pair. That's something that will help me at some point down the line. Um, as I pointed out in just almost every tournament that I've played, these players that have a yellow outline on their means I have notes with them, notes on them, and I find it really helpful because you keep seeing these same players, uh, all the time, and I've made notes on a lot of them. There's generally about 12,000 people, over 12,000 people playing on Poker Stars at any given moment. But in these tournaments, you tend to see the same people regularly. I'm sure that I have notes on thousands of people. Now I've got the top pair with a pair of nines. I'm going to bet the pot. Nobody raised. I'm gonna bet the pot and hope that my nines are good. And I'm gonna put this guy all in. He's got an ace four. Uh, my nines beat his pair of fours, so I zoom up to third place, and he's down the road in seventh place. I've got a jack five of the small blind. I'm gonna call, and I've got a pair of jacks. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna bet, and I took another pot down. Now I have an ace king. This is what I was looking for. I'm on what they call a heater. Um, uh, What is this guy? What's my note on this guy? He goes all in with a queen, queen. He's just raising. I'm gonna bet the pot because if he had a pair of queens or better, he would have gone all in. This is this is just what I think, and so in any case, he raised and I three bet, and he folded. So that was a good job for me. I'm up to second place. I'm going to fold now with a 2-3. I would always fold that, um, unless, well, if I had to put any chips in the pot. Um, and I'm in good shape in this tournament now. Like I say, we're down to six players. Two more players go out, and we're in the money. So you'll see a big explosion on the table when the fifth person goes out, and that means that everybody else is in the money. I've got a 4 or 5 suited. I'm going to fold. Um, if I was later in the rotation, I might have called with that. Jack nine again. They're mediocre cards. I'm going to fold. Um, right now I'm waiting for good cards, and I'm waiting for two of these guys to get knocked out. Tom CA 665 here. He's down to 600 chips. Crazy Dog over here. He's down to 520. These guys are in serious trouble. And this particular raise is going to almost put those guys all in. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, now I'm in the big blind, and it's going to cost me 400 chips. I've got a queen jack, which are pretty decent cards. I would be surprised if either one of these guys raised, but I'm going to call this. He's going all in. I've got a queen jack. He needs a 7 in order to win. He didn't get it. But we split because there was a pair up, and so he lucked out there. I've got a queen 10. I'm in the small blind. I would call, but I don't want to call a big raise like that. I just don't want to get into a big hand at this point. So, yeah, it's a good thing he had a pair of aces. Um, and so he goes up to 7,500. We're down to 5 players. One more player out, and we're in the money. And I've got a 9-7. I'm on the button, but I'm going to fold. One thing I really like about online tournaments versus live tournaments is I'm gonna call here is they go so much faster. Um, I'm regretting calling this. I'm not going to call a raise like that, especially because he could put me out. So I'm going to fold and wait for a better opportunity. What was my note on him? I've got an ace-4 here. I'm going to fold here as well because I'm in first position. My note on this guy is that he bets under pair, and um, so we're going to see here. This could be it. Now we're going to see an explosion on the table. No, actually, I guess we're not going to see it, but we're all in the money now. We're down to 4 players. These players are all in the money. These guys have bet the pot up, so I'm going to get out. And at this point, I'm guaranteed 38,000 chips. I've got a 13,000 chip profit. I've got a king-3. I'm on the button. We're down to 4 players. I'm going to fold. I'm looking for something a little bit better. Even though I'm on the big blind or on the button, I just had a bad feeling about the 3. I love the king, but I didn't like the 3. These tournaments you generally take about 45 minutes. I didn't start recording this until 9 players were out, and right now this tournament's been running for 39 minutes, and it should wrap up in the next 5 minutes or so. Right now I'm in third place. I have a queen-7 suited, and I'm in the big blind. Oh man, this guy, he's just too aggressive for me. He went all in with a queen. I'm not going to call him. Uh, I, I'm if I'm going to go head to head with him in an all in thing, I want to have better cards than a queen-7 suited. Now I'm going to raise with a pair of 6s, and I'm going to bet the pot. If he's got a jack, I'm in trouble. But with having the second best pair, I felt comfortable in raising there. I have a 7 jack. I'm on the button. I'm going to fold. This Buffalo guy, he's the low man on the totem pole right now, and he's still got 3,000 chips. But and now he's up to 4,700. So there's going to be some zigging or some fortunes passing from one player to another here over this next 5 minutes or so. What I don't want to do is make a fatal mistake. I've got this pair of 3s again, and with 4 players, that's a pretty good hand. I'm just going to check rather than raise and hope for a 3. Um, like I say, this guy's just too aggressive. I think he's bluffing, but I'm going to fold. And again, my notes are on him are that he goes all in with a queen, queen, and so if he doesn't go all in, he doesn't have queens or better. I have a 7-2 offsuit. I have to fold that. Now I've got an ace-4 suited. Um, I'll be tempted. I'll probably raise on this. Being on the button, I'm going to bet 3 times the big blind. And I've been playing fairly conservative. And well, this guy, he bets under pair. I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him. See what he's got. He's got an ace jack. I need a 4. Uh, I'm not going to get it. So down the road, I go in 4th place. And rather than keep you keep you informed on this tournament, I'm going to sign off for the night. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But I took 4th place. It was worth playing, and it was another cash for me. So I'm going to close the table and sign off for the night. Good luck out there.